Good morning, Marilyn. My name is Lori and this is Luann. We're going to be getting you up for lunch today.
Morning.
So we have to get you into your Hoyer sling. I'm going to go get the sling and we have the Hoyer is right here. The first thing I'm going to do is just check my Hoyer sling to make sure that it's all intact. There isn't any rips in any of the areas here, that everything is all intact and it looks good. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have you put the bed down, her head of the bed down.
Okay.
So it's
okay,
easier
Marilyn?
for her to roll. You let us know if it gets to be too low.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll go put the bed up a bit too.
Okay, go ahead and put the bed up. And while she's putting the bed up, we always have to make sure that we put the sling under Marilyn correctly. There is a handle behind which should be against the bed so that when we roll Marilyn, we make sure that we put it on the correct side. So Marilyn, I'm going to have you roll towards Luann.
Here, you can bend up your leg. There you go. Reach, and you're going to just roll over. Good
Okay,
job.
so a couple things that we want to make sure. This should be in the middle of her back right here. So we have to make sure that we tuck everything else underneath. This should be at the top of her coccyx here. And again, and this should actually be up about her shoulder length here. And this would be behind her neck. Okay, so we've got all of that tucked. Okay, come on back, Marilyn.
Okay, Marilyn.
Good. And I'm going to have you roll towards me, and Luann will get that out on the other side. Very good. Okay, Marilyn, come on back. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to crisscross the straps underneath Marilyn's legs. So I'm going to have you bend up your legs for us. There you go. And we're going to take these straps and bring them through. Okay, now we need to crisscross them just like that. Okay, so that's strong. Great, thank you. I'm going to put the side rail down. And we have the Hoyer right here. I need to make sure when I use the Hoyer that if the base is at its widest position. So I'm going to open this to the widest position and make sure that that's locked. I'm going to go up just a little bit here, Luann, to make sure. Okay, and when we position this, this should kind of be over Marilyn's belly button. Almost looks like a belt would be. So what you can do, Luann, can you put her head up just a little bit for me?
Sure. And Marilyn, we're going to have you cross your arms. There you go. Kind of give yourself a hug a little bit.
Good.
There you go. Yep.
Good. And then we're going to put them on the tightest or the smallest piece here. We're going to put them both on. She should be in a sitting position when we get her up. And so the base down here, let's just come down here a little bit. We want this on the longest piece, so we're going to put the longest piece in there. Okay.
Same side, the same loops on each side.
Correct. So Luann, I'm going to have you just put the bed down just a little bit for me.
Okay.
And in the same token, I'm going to kind of hold Marilyn's head here a little bit. Luann can help with that. Good. We want to just make sure that Marilyn's backside is just off of the bed about an inch or so. A couple of inches, good, so that when we move here that there isn't any shearing that takes place. So we're going to turn Marilyn to face over here, and I'm going to just pull this out just a little bit so we can get her put. And I'm going to just, Marilyn, have you bend your leg here.
There we
Good.
go. Good.
Okay. And Luann's just going to kind of come on this side and help guide a little bit, but she's never going to pull. I'm going to do most of the steering here. We're going to get, can you make sure the wheelchair is locked, Luann?
I sure can.
Okay, and she's also going to help with Marilyn to pull her back with that strap. Is she okay?
She looks
We're
good.
going to center
How you
her
doing,
over.
Marilyn?
I'm doing well.
I'm going to push the button to push her down. And I'm going to also push back on her knees here so that she is in a sitting position in her wheelchair. So
I'm just watching this head. Marilyn, can you put your head back a little? Good job.
Good.
Okay, good job.
okay, good. And then we're going to take the straps out.
Okay,
I'm going to pull
good.
this back. And in order to get Marilyn ready for lunch, we're going to put her feet on her pedals here. We can uncross these, kind of tuck them to her side here. If she had a lap blanket that we would put on, we could put that on, and then she'd be ready for lunch.